Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we're taking a look at another action figure vehicle, and this is one that's produced for the Final Faction toy line, and it's called the Rumbler. And this is sold at Dollar Tree stores, and it's sold in two parts. Basically, you get the basic vehicle, you can see it's boxed like this, and then you can buy an accessory pack, which adds to it. So I've already gone and assembled the entire thing, and so this is what it looks like when it's all assembled with the accessory pack. You can see what the accessories look like. So each of these is sold for $1.25. So your total cost is $2.50 for this vehicle, which I think is quite a bargain considering what you're getting. This vehicle is pretty large and pretty menacing looking. And as you can see, it has rotating wheels and the various accessories. There's this tail, and also these claws that come off the front of it. Assembly was really easy. It only took me maybe around 3 minutes total, maybe less than that, to assemble this vehicle. And they do provide you with instructions. As you can see, these are the basic instructions for the accessories, and they also provide you detailed instructions on the Rumbler itself too. So there's two instruction sheets. Basically, you have the full instructions in terms of how to put this thing together. So very easy to do, and once assembled, I think it looks very cool. A lot of sculpted detail on this, and I think it looks fantastic. And it does seem to be compatible with most of the Kharn action figures. So I can show you, this is the one that's pictured on the box. So this is General Diable, and I would recommend taking the tail portion off when you're inserting the action figures in the vehicle. As you can see, he sits in there just fine. And in terms of compatibility with other kinds of action figures, it does seem to be more or less compatible with all of the Kharn figures. I tested it out, and it does seem like most of them will fit in there just fine. You can see this is Crepitus sitting in there. And I also tried it with the Brute, so you can see what that looks like when he's in the seat. So yeah, it does seem to be like compatible with all these figures. One thing to note though is there's a lot of holes in the bottom of this vehicle. So in terms of being compatible with other action figure lines, it really depends on how bulky they are in terms of the leg area. Because if they're not bulky enough, they may end up like slipping through those holes. So it really depends on what you're looking at in terms of compatibility. So, but as you can see, I've inserted all the various Kharn figures in there, and they all seem to fit. I'd say the drone looks a little small inside of here. He is the smallest of the Kharn figures, so in terms of looking appropriate for the vehicle, it really is designed with General Diable to be the pilot of this particular vehicle. But I think it looks great. I think they did a pretty good job. I did make one modification when I was assembling it. I did notice that this wheel actually didn't rotate very easily. So all I did was I took an X-Acto blade and trimmed away a little bit of the plastic on the inside of this to actually make that spin nicely. This one spun just fine with no modification at all, but I noticed this one was a little tight when I first inserted it in the hole. And so I just took it back out again, trimmed away a little bit of the plastic, and now as you can see, it spins just fine. And the back wheel also spins very easily as well. Pretty cool looking vehicle. And in terms of other action figures you can use this with, I did notice, I tried it out with my Skeletor action figure from the Origins line, and it kind of works if you insert him sort of kneeling down. So as you can see, you can kind of have Skeletor kind of holding on to this part of the front of the vehicle, kind of like its handlebars. So it almost works sort of like a reverse trike in a way. And I think it looks kind of cool. Basically, yeah, you kind of have to, sort of position him in a sort of leaning forward kind of position. He won't sit down in the vehicle in a normal way. I've tried it, but the legs really can't be positioned in such a way to make him sort of sit down in it. But in the forward position like this, he does kind of fit in there, and it actually looks kind of cool. Actually, somewhat appropriate for something Skeletor might ride around in. So I think that looks interesting, and like I said, the potential is there not only for a vehicle for your Final Faction Kharn figures, but also potentially other action figure lines. So that's kind of a cool thing. That's all I have for you today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more reviews of the Final Faction toy line, think about subscribing to the channel because I will be covering more of this kind of thing in future videos. Also, I have a playlist which consists of all the videos that I've done about this particular toy line. I'll put a link in the description to that playlist in case you want to watch all the videos that I've done on this particular topic. Until next time, I hope you're having a great day, and thanks for watching.